Welcome to Buckets and Bubbles.
Hello.
Mike, I meant to change my top to make it look like it was
Oh,
a new
yeah.
day.
Shit.
I totally forgot.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's not pretend.
never mind.
Why is it called Buckets and Bubbles?
Because we have buckets of optimism to be popping the champagne.
Okay. Oh, nice.
Yeah, ish.
Nice. Buckets of optimism. I
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I'll tell you what I didn't do in the last episode, which I just want to get out of the way, is social media. What I will say is Leeds' social media for the Bournemouth game was a bit boring. They went safe again. They're not going Gladiator or Viking or whatever.
Yeah.
They're not doing that anymore because it jinxes players.
Yeah.
So they went safe and they did this, which was a picture of Okafor or Okafor, whatever, laid down reading a programme. And I thought that was a bit cheeky of them, actually, because in the game before Bournemouth, he was a little bit lazy in the first half.
Yeah, I like that. I like that, where they can just take a dig and it's all in good. Yeah, I can't imagine West Ham doing that because I think it would just turn into like actual violence.
That is the thing. But let me just deal with Stach.
Yeah.
Because he's been a little quieter. The one for the Bournemouth game was him. Well, it was this one. It was him chopping a watermelon, which I assume is that whatever that game is. Is it Fruit Ninja? Fruit Ninja.
Fruit Ninja. Yeah.
Fruit Ninja. I assume that's what it is.
Yeah, brilliant association with Bournemouth.
Suppose.
They're the cherries.
There were cherries in the picture as well, to be fair.
There we go.
There were cherries. And he did an interview with the BBC saying that his girlfriend, she's a graphic designer, and she comes up with the ideas. So
Brilliant.
There you go. You'd said before about sort of being a designer and doing that sort of stuff, although it still looks like ChatGPT to me.
I was say some of them do. I've seen it. Yeah.
While we're on Stach, though, this one, this time was, for Tottenham, was a bucket of chicken, but not with chicken, with footballs.
The soccer chickens.
The soccer chickens.
Yeah, the American soccer guy, if you remember that Twitter.
So she's got an imagination.
Yeah, West
missus.
Brown Albion. Yeah, sorry, I'm going down a rabbit hole now of the American soccer guy.
Yeah, so fair enough. That's my Stach social media update.
Decent.
I thought it was a really good game. I thought it was pretty evenly matched, to be fair. Fair plays to them. I'm not moaning that they won and it's unfair, and I'm not doing all that stuff. The fact is, they scored 2 goals and we didn't. But that was about it, because we dominated every other stat on there. We dominated every stat, but we didn't dominate the important one. They scored 2 goals, and absolutely fair play to them. The players they were bringing off the bench, although they brought players off the bench and then went to 5 at the back, and then they parked the bus. And I thought it was. I just think it's an interesting thing that they, the conversation around them. Oh, they got 3 points. It was well earned. Oh, there was a thing about they showed fight, and it was sort of like, wow, hang on a minute. That's sort of my minimum expectation.
Yeah, it's
that
like,
fight is,
give 100%. Thank you very much.
That's number one. I mean, he's like, what do you mean? Of course they did. They should have done. So there was that, and I thought I'd just have liked us to have got that goal. Farker after the game said that he was disappointed not to win it, never mind not to draw it. And I think he was probably right, although he was talking his team up a little bit. But again, we missed chances. This is, and I'm actually on a serious note, although I can't fault anybody in the team particularly. After that game, I thought we were brilliant actually at times, but my worry is, like, how many times can you keep going, oh, didn't we play well?
And lose.
Yeah. Because that playing well, and this was why I wanted to have that conversation. Actually, playing well doesn't keep you in the league. No. Scoring goals and picking up points keeps you in the league.
I would agree with that. I under no circumstances do I ever want to go down playing attractive football, because it's the going down bit I don't want. And this is the thing which Simon Jordan always bangs on about at TalkSport, how West Ham think they're massive. A literal interpretation of something which has depth and nuance. So, like, West Ham are massive as a chant is absolutely ironic. There is nothing serious. It was something we chanted whilst in Europe, because we would come away going, "Fucking hell, we won that." Nobody has won a competition with more unbeaten games than us. We went entirely 2 campaigns unbeaten, apart from losing a final.
not quite 2 seasons unbeaten, then is it?
No, but like,
No, I get it.
Yeah,
I understand.
it might have been the semi. I can't remember.
I understand.
And I forgot what my point was. Oh yeah, I remember. It's about I would happily finish 17th, but playing football which is entertaining and enjoyable, and you could come away going, we went for that. I think there's something honourable in those defeats, which can kind of get masked in the idea of survival and Premier League. And
I
all
know,
that kind of
but it don't give you survival though, does it?
No.
I'm not asked about talking about the match particularly. It feels like it's a bigger conversation because I'm feeling slightly depressed because I am now worried again. By the way, loads of Leeds fans aren't. Just saying, no, we're playing well. If we carry on playing like that, we'll pick up enough points. And maybe, I hope they're right. But I am worried. I know you lost at Arsenal 2-1. Is there anything particular you want to say about the match?
I think, again, kind of reflecting on, again, it's Nuno with a makeshift backroom staff of our academy and who are brilliant in what they do. And, they've certainly accounted themselves with honour in the last couple of games. And there is a real change in that squad, in that playing team. And you can see the difference that a week, 10 days, it might have been, of somebody who's come in and knows how to get the best out of the players and has an ability to set up a team according to your opponent, which I think is
unchanged, was it?
Let me just double check. It is.
No, I don't think it was actually.
Wan-Bissaka came in.
Yeah,
Wan-Bissaka came in, which I think is harsh against Kyle Walker-Peters. I think Kyle Walker-Peters has had a really good kind of couple of games since Wan-Bissaka's been off.
Hang on a minute. Were you moaning about Walker-Peters?
Yeah, he was at fault for a goal. But I think I said, apart from that, I think he's done really well. I think he's allowed a mistake.
All right.
But he has, for somebody who, I think I even said on the thing, for somebody who came in on a free from a relegation team, I think he's done really well. So yeah, Wan-Bissaka back in. I don't think there'd have been a difference in the result had Walker-Peters played. I don't think positively or negatively. I think they are both. Wan-Bissaka gets a lot of the plaudits because he's a very attacking player and he's quite, was our hammer of the year last year. But yeah, it was one of those games where we were always going to lose it. At the most, I very much kind of tongue-in-cheek spoke about our next 3 fixtures being Arsenal, Brentford and Leeds, and thinking we'd draw against Leeds, we'd get spanked by Brentford, and we'd win Arsenal because the last 2 seasons we've won that fixture. And it absolutely makes me laugh even more that Declan Rice moved there to win trophies, and I never, ever, ever want Arsenal to win a trophy.
Though, didn't he?
Yeah, and there's that whole kind of he didn't really celebrate. He fucking did.
He did.
He looked at the. I mean, the thing is as well is he said previously. I've not seen any interviews after this, but he does quite enjoy the needle from the West Ham fans, and I think the West Ham fans quite enjoy giving him it. Which is fair enough. And I think he did kind of glare at the West Ham fans in a little bit of, you can give me it, but I've still just scored. Yeah. I can't grudge him because it was a really good goal. It's exactly what he does. It's all the stuff that we taught him at West Ham. I still maintain he's not learned a thing and progressed in any way since he's joined Arsenal. He's still the West Ham player. Fair enough. I don't think it was a penalty. I think the movement started outside the box. And I think even listening to the commentary, they were saying, VAR checked it, and even though it starts outside the box, it finishes inside the box, and I don't think they believed it. I think they were just like, this is a shit decision, but I'm going to be fined if I say what else.
The referee is getting worse.
Yeah,
I haven't spoke about the referee in our game. Awful. I mean, really good example that you've just used about that foul started outside the box.
Yeah.
Since when was it a rule where you go, oh no, it started outside the box, but it continued into it? What?
Like, how many non-penalty decisions would that now include?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, what are you on about? I know they've been told to let the game flow, but for the first 20 minutes, you just let everything go.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like Staff makes a tackle and it's a free kick, and we sort of going, hang on a minute. Like 2 minutes ago.
Yeah,
someone just flew in on someone and you let it go. It was like, what are you doing?
And I hate to do the kind of, oh, woe is me, I'm not one of the top six. But more often than not, and this may be confirmation bias, and I'll hold my hand up if it is, but more often than not, when those decisions start coming in, it's always against the lesser opposition who are on the arse end of them. Do you know?
What I will say is, I'll just let's just balance this out just a bit.
Yeah,
because
stop me being
I'm looking at
conspiratorial.
No, I'm looking at your game, and you both had 14 fouls each.
Yeah.
And when I look at my game, although I would agree, if you'd have told me and sort of said they're definitely giving more fouls for you than for them, I'd have said you're absolutely right. But they had 12 fouls and we had 10. So it's not necessarily true. But what is true, to back up your point, I think, is that there is a thing now, isn't there, in the Premier League, where only the captain is allowed to
Speak
have
to the
long
ref.
conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Two Tottenham players. One was booked, and he must have spent 2 minutes, 3 minutes ranting in the face of the referee. Nothing done. You're just going, hang on a minute, isn't that just another yellow card? Isn't that, shut your face or I'm going to yellow card you? Oh, you're carrying on, I've warned you. There you go, off you go. Because so I think you're right about that. I think that some referees have, I think, what would my kids call it? The main player syndrome. Or,
main player energy.
Main player energy. That's the one. Well done. Main player energy. And sort of go.
It's got some Gen Z, obviously.
Clearly.
Yeah. There's the whole kind of goalkeeper's going to keep hold of the ball for 8 seconds. They need
8 seconds.
That needs to be throw-ins. You've got 8 seconds to do a throw-in.
Yeah. Well, no, but it should be. If you take too long there is a rule. I don't know whether it's an actual
I think the length of time, though, I think is dependent. I think it's a lot longer. But I think if they need to just go, the ball goes out of play, regardless whether it's into the hands of the goalkeeper or if it's, for a throw-in.
Yeah.
8 seconds. And I think you can maybe stretch that to 30 for a corner so you can get people up and all that stuff. But there needs to be that's the biggest loss of game time there is in and that's the thing they're trying to get.
And listen, fair play for Tottenham for doing that, for parking the bus, for slowing the game down. If we won a game by doing that, I'd be going, it's fair, it's within the rules, all that. So I'm not moaning about that. I'm not moaning about the players doing it. I'm moaning about the officials allowing
legislation.
it. Yeah, exactly. It's bullshit. So anyway, my stinker is...
Are we still talking about Spurs? I thought we'd moved on to... Anyway, go on.
We have, but I'm saying my stinker is the referees.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Just looking at the stats, aerial duels is exactly the same. Duel success rate is there or thereabouts. Aerial duels, 24%. Aerial duels won 50-50. Successful dribbles. Fouls won. Offsides. Corners awarded. It's really, really, we were there or thereabouts for a lot of that game. And I think that's really impressive, considering...
Let me ask you one thing about the stats, though.
Yeah.
There is a really important stat on there.
2-0.
And that is... Well, there was the 2-0, yeah. Listen, it's no disgrace losing Arsenal 2-0, I don't think. But let me ask you about this stat. 4 shots, 0 on target.
Yeah, that's our biggest flaw. That is our biggest flaw. And I touched on it in a little bit last week with Fulkrug, where I like him and I think he gets it and all that kind of stuff, but I still think there's more for him to do, and I think he maybe gets frustrated and drops off. The nice thing, I think, about this week, even though it was still none on target, is bringing on Freddie Potts and Callum Marshall in a game where we are away at Arsenal, who are probably one of the most informed and brilliant teams this season, to kind of go, this is the level, lads. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is... If for you to get picked above a lot of these players, show me now. Show me, go out there, experience it. And I think both of them, Potts has had a few more games than Marshall. Marshall, this was his Premier League debut. But yeah, I think both accounted themselves decently, considering. We didn't then capitulate and lose by 4, because they had a decent amount of time on the pitch as well. It was over 20 minutes each. But yeah, that was nice. Let's see where it goes. I hope that continues, and I hope against Brentford, I imagine Fulkrug will start again. I think he is Nuno's starter for the moment, but I'd like to see a rotation at least between Wilson and Marshall.
Do you want a minute?
Yeah, okay.
Your topic is, why will Fulkrug be your leading goal scorer?
Right. Nicholas Fulkrug is a player who has lots and lots of experience in a very competitive league, coming from the Bundesliga. I think it's a league which you could probably say is quite similar in its intensity to the Premier League. I think even though it is a monopoly league in terms of Bayern Munich, and him not playing for Bayern Munich, he's been able to account himself quite well over there, playing for Dortmund and others. I don't know his full history off the top of my head. I know he played for Dortmund under former West Ham assistant coach, whose name escapes me. Can't remember. Turgic. Is that how you pronounce it? Anyway. He is a player who I think is suited to the Premier League. He is physically present. I think he is somebody who thrives on that kind of battling forward role. Maybe not to the point of where Mikel Antonio would have, but certainly enough to get 11 goals. There we go.
I like the fact that one of your positives there, that he's physically present. That's good. Yeah. It's a good start.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got to be physically present, I reckon.
Yeah, I think I meant present in terms of
you
not
mean
switching
he
off.
has a physical presence?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
He has a physicality up front. No, he does. I think he's a Nuno player. I think Nuno will get some good out of him.
I hope so.
I do.
Give me a minute on Leeds' chance at winning at least 6 of their 12 games against the Sky Sports top 6.
Okay. Sky Sports top 6. So I'm assuming you mean Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Tottenham, Manchester United. Who's the other one?
Villa. We'll say Villa.
It's not Villa. We'll beat Villa. We've got Villa soon, actually. I think we've got every chance. Manchester United are Manchester United. Thank God that they beat Sunderland for 2 reasons. First one is that Sunderland need knocking down a peg or 2, quite frankly. And Manchester United means that the Amarin's going to be hanging around a bit longer. And I think we've got them in about 5 games' time, something like that. And I'm hoping he's still there. So I think we'll beat Manchester United. I've got no problem with that. Arsenal have got to come to Elland Road. They won't do to us at Elland Road what they did there. I'm not bothered about that. Chelsea, depends on what Chelsea turn up. Chelsea don't like it up them, and we'll stick it up them. So
all right,
I've got no problem.
Corporal, what's his face?
No, exactly. They don't like it up them. Don't like it up them, sir. So I've got no problem with that top 6. The only one that worries me is potentially Arsenal, but Liverpool, they're dodgy at the back.
Yeah. There you go. Done.
Is that a minute?
Just over.
All right.
Yeah, 1:10. I'll let you carry on.
Yeah, Liverpool.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. They'll still win league.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Although they've lost 3 straight games, haven't they?
Yeah.
So overall, just a very quick one. How let's test the waters because I've already said I'm worried now that relegation is looming again. Where are you?
I think I'm of 2 minds. So I understand and I'm aware of the absolute almost 50-50 of our survival. Do you know what I mean? That's what it feels. It feels like if everything goes right, I think anything between where we are now and 10th is up for grabs. And I think
So you think 50-50? Is that where you're going?
Yeah, up or yeah, I think it's going to be an absolute. I think I'll know more after the international break. I'll know more after we've played Leeds.
Right. Okay. Well, I think we've definitely what's the word about the referees and the officials? We've
left nothing to the imagination.
I was thinking about something more derogatory, than that. But whatever. Like and subscribe, please. You usually do that stuff. Why am I doing it?
I don't know. Like and subscribe. And I don't think we have the capacity to have hollers, but if we do, please give us a holler.
Yeah, do that. Whatever that is.
Obviously, nice. I think it might be quite nice if we put links to things in the description. I'm not sure what. Should we put a link to your Spurs video?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, put a link to your Spurs video, and Yeah, nobody's asking me on to win any West Ham ones, so.
Not yet.
Can you imagine? Oh, God, like people who actually know football, and I'm sat there going, oh, yeah, Jared Bowen.
That's what I did.
Yeah. Well, talked about Jared Bowen. Brilliant.
Yeah.
On a
Yeah,
Spud
why not?
podcast. Brilliant.
Yeah, why not?
Spudcast.
Yeah.
What's it called, the other one? The Tottenham one?
Deji Spurs. I'll put the link in. I'll stick the link on.
Yeah, like and subscribe. We'll be back probably, I don't know, December.
Well, to be fair, yeah. To be fair, we're going to be back with a little short preview of the next sort of 5 or 10 games, aren't we? We're going to do that in a minute.
Yeah, we're going to do a preview.
So we'll be back. For all those viewer who wants more
thanks, Dale.
content. My mum doesn't even watch it.
Really? And I'm trying not to swear as well, because your mum used to watch the other one and I used to swear a lot.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
She used to tell me off for that.
Yeah.
So anyway, we'll be back at some point, and we'll see you after the international break, hopefully with a little more joy in our bones.
Maybe not. See ya.